Hello there. We're ready to make another project. Another Bernat yarn project. It's called Bernat Super Value Men's and Ladies Slippers to Knit. And they're knit with 2 strands of worsted weight yarn held together, and this is what your finished slipper looks like. And when you finish, you can add a pom-pom here if you want, or a bow, or whatever you want to do. And you can do some crochet around the edge of the top if you want to give it a different finished edge. But this is just a basic, easy knitted slipper that's fun to make, quick to make, especially since you're using 2 strands held together. And what I did to make mine is I used one color as the basic color all the way through. You see the teal, that's my basic main shade. I used that all the way through, and I could have used 2 strands of that if I wanted, but I wanted to use up some of my stash yarn, some scraps from my stash. So those are the scraps that I'm using. And what I did is I got these scraps of yarn, and I divided each little ball of yarn into 2. I just divided them all exactly half and half so that I'd have just enough for 2 slippers, and they would each have the same color changes on them. So you start this pattern at the very back. You're going to come down and make this little triangle, and then you add on some stitches to do the sides, and so it's going to be all flat, all straight knitting, straight up and down. So you start back here and you come down to the bottom, and then it goes across, and then you fold it in half and you seam across here, and then you seam up these little things here on the heel. So that's how it's constructed. So you start off with a little triangle at the beginning. Everything that you need are the pattern, which is a free pattern on the Bernat Yarn website, www.bernat.com. And you need your scraps of yarn if you want to do like I did, and 1 main color for your main color, or you could use 2 big skeins of yarn for yours. It's just worsted weight yarn. You also need some size 10 knitting needles. I'm using size 11 because I'm a tight knitter, and with this being a quick, easy project, I will tend to knit too tight because I go fast. So it's I use bigger yarns, bigger needles. And you need some clippers. These are my little nippers that are easy to pick up and cut yarn with. And you need 3 stitch markers, and they need to be the locking kind, like this. You can't use the can't use those kind of stitch markers. That won't work because it needs to be something that will stay in this on that row that you put it on. So that's all you need to make some stash scrap slippers using scraps. And I'm going to show you in the next video how to get started making it. See you soon. Bye.